As time passes, it's becoming really obvious that the Minecraft 1.18 update has got some of the most beautiful worlds we've ever seen. Here are 3 more of the best Minecraft seeds for the Cave and Cliffs update. If you're unsure how to get a specific seed into your new Minecraft world, hit the new world on your Minecraft launcher and you will get this screen. Give it a name. I always name it the seed because then I know what it is I'm looking for. Hit more world options, and in this box, put the seed number again. Make sure you do that. Hit done, hit create new world, and it will take you straight in there. And if you use this seed number, you're going to find yourself right inside this jungle area here. Looks like it's on the coast. It looks like we've got a decent amount of jungle, but it's not a huge jungle. It's more of a jungle island, in fact, because it's surrounded by water on what looks like all 3 sides here, and then the land goes off in that direction. I can spy a nice looking cave over there. This is a very interesting place to spawn in. The cave itself is a really interesting shape. Look how kind of egg-like that entrance there is, and that goes down not too far, so it's not like you couldn't use that as the start of a base. I love this big open cauldron type shape here. You could use these waterfalls for something interesting. Both sides you've got a little crevasse there, but this looks like it goes a little bit deeper, and that is where we open up into the underside of the world. And this cave is a big one. And there is another little entrance into the underground on the other side of the island too that plows down into the earth, and then we get into the bedrock. This one goes really deep. Underneath the spawn area we've got lots of wide open caves. You can see most of them open almost to the surface, so access is easy. We have geodes, a number of them dotted around, and we also have this mine shaft just over here, along with a zombie spawner at -188, -18, -350, and another one at 141, -28, -444. There's also a cave spider spawner at 157, -32, -465. And some really, really lovely lush caves, long, dotted with all of those glowberries, plenty of this drip leaf, and I think I really like this one as well. I'm going to head out in a northerly direction from where we spawn in, and it brings us out to the ocean almost straight away through this mixed forest. We do have a shipwreck already just on the right hand side of us there, next to that what looks like a very deep hole going into the ocean, so we can go and start to look for treasure already. We've got savannah coming up on the left hand side, but not a very big one. Desert over there just extending, and we've got another jungle island, yet another jungle island with a really interesting sandbank across this area of the ocean. That looks like that stretches really deep too. This is interesting, with some big old mountains coming in the background. Just the other side of the mountains, we've got this island area here with a savannah village. But what I really want to draw your attention to is this enclosed bay. It goes out into the ocean just there, but the enclosure runs all the way around with the mountains, tributary coming in there, more savannah mountains right there, all the way around. That's fantastic. I love it. And you've got a broken portal just over in the distance, and another shipwreck too, with also here some coral reefs. This is a really good place to make a camp. As we head eastwards from the spawn area, we hit this huge wide ocean. We've got a shipwreck on the right hand side. We've got another shipwreck on the left hand side as well. And as we hit the end of the ocean, we bring ourselves another landmass. Dark oak forest to the left there. We've got a birch forest on the hillside there as well. And that's carrying on into what looks like a really tall mountain. Let's just check this out. Oh, there's a village there right at the base of that cliff face. That cliff face is almost straight up and down for like 50 blocks. That's brilliant. You could probably make a massive feature out of that. We've got a plains to the right hand side of that that arches around a little bit more ocean, and some caves around the back side of that too. If we keep heading this direction, we've got another broken portal right there. This nice island inside this really attractive looking water feature. I like the fact that runs all the way around and carries on in a number of different directions. That could be something nice. That can be made into some kind of base. We've got a giant tiger on the left hand side. Your spruce wood is utterly catered for. All of this water. I love the 1.18 water features. They look so good. Heading south now off of this jungle island, and again we've got more ocean. This is warm ocean this time, so you might have different fish floating around in there. To the right hand side again we have another wreck starting to come into view that you could come and play with We've got a sparse jungle just there on the edge of that plains biome, you can see. And sparse jungles being a relatively new biome in that there's not as many trees all over the place. We've got the birch forest on the right. Looks like that's cutting into a bit of a ravine, so you could go and maybe investigate that as well. More birch forest with extended beaches in this direction too. Carrying on south, we've got another broken portal to the left-hand side and this long tiger village that is out in the water. I love the way the paths have generated there. And we have our first sign of the tall mountains of the Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update. These are the cliffs. We've already seen the caves. That's quite nice. I love the sheerness of that. And on the other side of that, we've got more forest. Another village, this time a plains village. And what I suspect looks like, yep, a little bit more of the mountains. And as we come west, we miss out on that ocean because this is the bit heading into that landmass. We've got a little bit of island of plains on the left-hand side, but it is mostly forest on the hilled forest with savanna on the right-hand side. Some, again, sheer cliffs going into the ground there. Great building features. We get a little bit more jungle in this direction and yet another broken portal. And this huge cathedral-like cave waiting for us just under the surface. It streams all the way over there, comes all the way to this side, right the way, multi-chambered. This is nice. And following this river valley, we've got plains on the left-hand side with some sheer cliffs, forest on the right, and more jungle. This is a very jungly sea, loads and loads of tropical stuff about it. And I quite like it, to be honest. Oh, we've got a jungle pyramid here. Look, a little jungle temple sat right in the middle of it. Our coordinates here are -2297, 132, 185. A quick slash locate shows us that the nearest desert pyramid is 1,500 blocks away. The nearest igloo is less than 2,000, and that jungle pyramid wasn't the closest one to us. There's one at 1,900 blocks away. We've got a mansion only 3,500 blocks away. That's so close. A monument less than 2,000 blocks away. Pillager outpost about 2,500 blocks away. A stronghold less than 2,000 blocks, and the nearest witch nearly 5,000 blocks. And frankly, she can stay there. Your nether spawn brings you out into the nether waste, and be cautious, you've only got a few blocks before that lava flow hits you right on top of the head. Looking around the nether tells us that the basalt deltas are 160 blocks away, the crimson forest is less than 100 blocks away, soul sand valley only just over 300, warped forest 250 blocks, bastion remnant is about 500 blocks, and the same can be said for the fortress. Everything pretty close, frankly. It's got a great spawn, excellent landscape, stuff really close by, and the nether isn't too bad either. This is a really nice seed if you fancy coming and have a bit of jungle living or moving a little way out and get some beautiful landscaping. This one could be the one for you. But let's look at the next one. And the spawn in here could not be more different. But I still really like it. All of this frozen ocean here with all of these icebergs waiting to be taken apart. Loads of ice for you right there. We've got the tundra and a big tundra village right there. That's huge. Blimey, lots of resources there to be taken, no doubt, and you could possibly use it as your first starter base. We've also got the snowy tiger off there in the background as well. Access to the underground is not so obvious, but if you come just to the other side of that village in this tiger biome, we've got an entrance to a huge cave, lots of beautiful waterfalls that does keep going down into the depths of the earth. Underneath the spawn area is absolutely riddled with caves, most of them filled up with water by the look of it, and we've got a number of geodes as well, which is good. You're never going to be short of amethyst. Looks here, we have got a skeleton spawner. Skeleton spawner, be careful of that lava. That is sitting at -554, -12, -285. Another skeleton spawner right here at -650, -45, -395. And here at -676, 34, -147, we've got not one, not two, not three, but 4 spider spawners, 4 cave spider spawners within touching distance of each other. That's one hell of a farm you could make out there. Heading out north from spawn, we've got a lot of snow, but it doesn't last for very long. We've got a plains coming up on the left-hand side here, with a plains village waiting for us to maybe take those resources as well. Perhaps you need them, I'm not judging you, that's fine. We've got a broken portal up on the right-hand side as well, and then we've got these plains hills. Now, I love the shape of these hills. You could definitely do something with this. We've got an indent in the side of the hill here, just absolutely begging for some kind of build. And a little bit further north, we've got this frozen lake. Look at this, with a little frozen tiger biome village right there waiting for us. Even more village pillaging going on here. But I love this lake. You can skate around this island in the middle. Maybe make a little base out of that. That'd be nice. With all this protection from all of this ice all around the outside. What a lovely place this is. They're proper idyllic. East heads us out across this frozen ocean. So many icebergs for you to navigate. It's pretty tricky to get through with a boat, frankly. But I think, yes, I can see right in front of us, we've got an ocean monument just under those icebergs waiting for you to come and take all of that lovely prismarine and everything else that you might want out of it. That would be, and a broken portal and some ruined underneath there as well. Are the icebergs getting bigger? They definitely look like they're getting bigger. And you have to ask yourself, how did the sailors manage to do that? Couple of 100 blocks further and we are still in this frozen ocean, and there is another ocean monument for you to come and have a go at. And if you thought the first ship was bad, I'd love to hear this one's story. But on the other side of the frozen ocean, we've got yet another monument. That's three monuments. That's amazing. And the tiniest little mushroom island I think I've ever seen. This comes in at 1170 minus 435. It's not like it's just part of another larger island. There isn't anything else. That's it. That's your lot. It's tiny. Heading west now, broken portal just down there. We've got this big old tundra village, and it has got a blacksmith. Excellent. Loads of stuff you could definitely be nicking out of that. Beyond that, we know that we've got this big snowy tiger biome that goes on for days, but I want to know what's the other side of it. Immediately after it, we have got this plains biome, and I love this water feature. A little bit of frozen lake running into this tributary out into the ocean, and a pillager tower. But look at the encampment on that. That has got loads of bits and pieces around it. I love the design of that. Come and do a pillager tower transformation right on the coast. Not a village in sight, but that looks really nice. I like it a really lot. And as we go over the ocean to the other side, we've got a lot more wet, but what looks like a small forest with an open mountain area there. Very open, very flat. Would be very easy to build something quite simple, maybe some kind of sturdy Gothic castle on this island right here. Our proximity check tells us that the nearest desert pyramid is 5,500 blocks away. The nearest igloo is 500 blocks away, not surprising. We're surrounded by snow. Jungle pyramid is 3,500 blocks away. The nearest mansion is just over 3,000 blocks away. The mansions are so close. The nearest monument is only 400 blocks away. We just flew over it. The pillager outpost, as we just saw, 800 blocks away. The stronghold is 1,500 blocks away, and the nearest witch is quite close, less than 2,000 blocks. The nether spawn isn't too bad actually. You're standing right on the border of this crimson and warped forest biome, so both of the nether woods readily available for you. But where's everything else? Everything is so super close. The basalt deltas are 300 blocks away. The soul sand valley is only 300 blocks away. The bastion remnant is only 300 blocks away, and the fortress is only 1,000 blocks away. Pretty decent. Almost speedrun. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm not normally a fan of frozen areas. I don't really build in that kind of style, but I really like this area here. It works for me. Now let's go and take a look at our third spawn. And it looks like we've spawned in on the side of the hill. And it is a big old hilly area as well. Frozen ocean out into the distance. Looks to me like we've got a shipwreck literally right there, a village literally right there, and frozen tiger over the back. I like the look of this hole here though. This kind of valley, round valley caldera area, completely enclosed. That, my friends, is exactly where you want to be building a base. How cool would that look? Can you imagine stuff going all the way around the edge, buildings and all kind of thing? I love that idea. And down inside the edge of that caldera, we have got a cave that just goes down. I mean, literally down. Virtually no sideways movement whatsoever, and it keeps going well past that deep slate level, all the way down to this area that is still relatively open. What an easy way to get down to bedrock to be able to mine out your stuff. Underneath spawn, it is absolutely chock-a-block with caves, but you have got this open black area here, which means you've got the opportunity to do some undisturbed branch mining. Get all of those ores in this big black void here. That's quite nice. I like that a lot. We've got plenty of geodes dotted around, so again, amethyst is not going to be a problem. But what I've just seen in front of me is this insane lush cave. Look at this. That's fantastic. I love it. You've got the lava flowing in there for a bit of colour, and it just keeps going and going. I think it's probably one of the biggest lush caves I've ever seen. And at the end of it, it looks like we've only gone and got ourselves a mine shaft as well. And it's got a spider spawner at -159, 28, -143. There's a zombie spawner here at 60, -6, 26. Heading north from spawn takes us over this frozen ocean with these icebergs. But to the right hand side of us, we have got a plains area and also a bit of a flat mountain top. All of that grey area. Nice and flat that. You could really do something. I could see a castle built perhaps on this entire island. It's certainly big enough to do something really, really grand. Again, we've got some interesting boat piloting skills here. The ice goes on for over 1,000 blocks, really frozen area. Then we've got a shipwreck down on the bottom of the sea right there. We've got this beautiful little mushroom island just on the left. It's a tiny little thing, but you could make something of it. And we have got an ocean monument on the right, just offshore. So you could make yourself a really great farm out of that. That would look fantastic. And we've got a second ocean monument, literally right next to it. They have to be close enough to be able to do a double farm, surely. Heading east, we are flying over these high forested hills. So much wood, but we've got some beautiful terrain on the left-hand side. That bay is a really great shape with those high cliffs. What is over these hills, though? What's over the hills is some even more beautiful landscaping with this tiger biome and a giant tiger just coming into view in the background. The landscape sweeps around. We've got this large beach area, another shipwreck down in the water, a lot easier to get to that one. And then the other side of this forest, we've got even more wet. Is it me, or are these Minecraft 1.18 seeds so much more waterlogged? Although that is not a complaint, I actually really like it. South takes us over that beautiful cauldron we looked at the beginning into this frozen tundra. Big, open, sweeping, snowy fields there. Not particularly flat, difficult to build on perhaps, but if you really like building in the snow, this could be a good place to start. A little more frozen ocean there, and then you've got these tall, sheer cliffs there. I mean, almost like a shattered savannah style mountain. I like that a really lot. A little bit of a flat open plain where you could do something quite nice there, and then even more wetness. Another shipwreck. So many shipwrecks, there must be so much treasure around this area, with a number of little islands coming into view right now. And we got this hole. This hole looks like it is filling up with water from the ocean. We've also got an open plains with a pretty little village inside it here. Something for you to come and find some resources. Get all those hay bales, you'll be good for bread for ages. And then you could maybe build your base right on top here. Then westward sends us over this tiger village. It's quite a big one actually, quite a decent size. A few giant spruce in there as well, I did notice. Across these frozen rivers, yet another shipwreck down to the left hand side there. So many shipwrecks. Bit of a frozen ocean continuing around this side. Some very, very large icebergs here until that gives way into a little bit more land, and we've got even more spruce with another tiger village. But we do have these azalea trees right there, giving me a very good idea that underneath we have got that lush cave that we saw earlier. Further west, we stay really sprucey and a little bit snowy. We've got a broken portal down there on the left-hand side. A really gorgeous cliff face that we could definitely do something with from building, but more and more and more spruce. This cave, however, looks very interesting. Dripstone pointing out like teeth, just letting us know that this is a dripstone biome. Coming inside, and it's big. It is really big. Look at that. You've got openings out there to the outside as well. This is a nice cave. Come and get your dripstone here. /locate tells us that the nearest desert pyramid is miles away, 7,000 blocks. The nearest igloo is less than 500 blocks away. The nearest jungle pyramid is less than 3,000 blocks away. The nearest mansion, just under 5,000, still really, really close. The monument is 1,500 blocks away. In fact, there's one another couple of hundred blocks beyond it, not even that. Villager outpost less than 2,000 blocks. The stronghold 1,500 blocks. And the witch 2,000 blocks away. Slightly dangerous nether spawn given that lava flow coming down almost on top of you. However, whilst we are in the wastes, right in front of us there is the Bastion Remnant. And as a result, could this be a speedrun seed as well? Proximity check tells us that the Basalt Deltas are only 93 blocks away, the Crimson Forest 160 blocks, Soul Sand Valley 72, Warp Forest is a bit further at 656 blocks, and the nearest fortress is less than 500 blocks away, so it genuinely does have speedrun potential. And actually the fortress isn't too tricky to get to either, so maybe it is a good speedrun candidate. With blaze spawners easily accessible but closed off so they can't get away from you. I think of the 3 seeds, this one might be my favourite. Mostly because of this valley area right there and this little mushroom island with the twin ocean monuments on it. Let me know in the comments what you think your favourite is of these 3 seeds. And also, if you've got a really good one, let me know. Maybe I can take a look at it. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoyed them, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.